Or maybe we who go on itinerant ministry. So somebody invites you to a meeting, he tells you, be coming, will be coming. So you spend maybe like 20K going. And he says, I'll pay your transport. You know, there's that news in this thing. If we sit down and peek into this thing, I mean, I don't want to. The people shouting are the people who have built systems to make sure that nobody ill-treats them. It's us they should come and talk to. I can boldly say that our spiritual family is one of the most hit by this wickedness that people do in hosting ministers. We don't choose hotels. We don't choose vehicles. They've told me to fly before, that when I land, they'll give me my money. And I flew. I booked my ticket to and fro. They didn't discuss the money. They said they will lodge me in a hotel. They put me inside camp. I didn't have life for 2 days. They now carried me back to the airport. It's me that paid. And they gave me 1 Five Alive, 1 bottle of water, 1 biscuit, crackers. This is one dry biscuit. 1 crackers, and maybe 1 donut or something. And I felt, Lord, I've labored, you bless me. But if I collect this thing now, this guy will now say, bless me. I will not bless him. And I called him and said, come. Don't you think that this Five Alive, you will need it? He said, thank you, sir. So he collected it. He still needed the Five Alive. He has generations. Profane. House of Ado. I traveled for 13 hours to minister. 13 hours to minister. 2 meetings. First one I finished in the evening. They had finished the meeting when I entered Bayelsa. So I now told them, I said, please, give me 35 minutes. Entered that meeting 35 minutes. God taught through that meeting. I was on jeans and t-shirt. I ministered for Charles. Arsene Akure was in Bayelsa that time. Charles will still have that message. It was recorded on a phone, but it will still stir you. Maybe I asked him for it. 35 minutes. It took them almost another 3-4 hours to go home. People were littered on the ground. Maybe it was the sacrifice that produced it. So I now went to the second place. I preached in the morning. So they locked me in the night. I preached in the morning. I finished preaching around 12:15. And by the time we're snapping pictures, it was 1 o'clock. They had gone to check me out of the hotel. At 1 o'clock, to start coming back to Bomosho, another 13 hours. They knew how long ago. My co-speaker, they flew him and 2 PAs from Lagos. They now gave me honorarium. 7,950 naira. I cannot forget the amount. Because that was my money for coming and for going. And honorarium was still inside. I'm saying that money could not have taken me one way. You can't do this work if you have not lifted up your hands to God. One Naifes Lautech, former president, now saw how they treated me. He now began, who was a copper there that time, he now began to cry. Ha! You don't value this man, and he will not talk. That's what he kept saying. And he will not talk, and he will not talk. If somebody wants to be wicked to you face to face, you will not talk again. He now went to borrow their school bus. And the plan was to drive me to Ugeli. By the time we got to Mbiama, that's the junction that connects Bayelsa to the Port Harcourt road. That was about 3 o'clock. And I came down. We now saw a bus that said it was going to Ore. That bus had a passenger in almost every village. So you know how long it would take. All these women will struggle, climb out, and we got to Ore around 10:30 in the night. And I heard him tell the penultimate, the second to the last passenger, come down, I'm going to Shugbo. I said, you are going to Shugbo? Let's go together. So we got to Shogo at midnight. I got the hotel for 6,000 naira. The tithe I took out of that money was out of my personal money. I paid it. Because the rice and chicken that I ate was 1-2. I had to eat rice and chicken to indulge myself. To labor and to eat out of the fruit of your labor. The Bible says a blessing from God. Let me not be accursed on this journey. That was a Saturday. So I took a car. Short to Shobo was not too expensive that time. Got home. On Wednesday, the president now called me. Sir, you got your home? I said, even you knows that you take 4 days. The way you knew that I was going to be entering car and drop your entry, that it will take 4 days. On the Thursday morning, he called me. He said, Jesus said you should submit to me. Huh? I looked up. I said, God, you serve. You serve. We have suffered. Maybe because I said not to. God, I've not heard from him since then. But honestly, I don't know how I've raised that guy. He made me feel small. You know when you are small and they now make you feel small. But I will not build a structure that immunes me for that thing. It's a consecration. I will not build a structure. So what I will do is, the Lord wants us to come for a meeting. What plans do you have? Sir, we cannot accommodate you. Okay, accommodation. We cannot feed you. It's a 3-day program. Okay, feeding. We don't have money to transport you. Okay. I will now go to Jesus. As one of your signs that you are sending me, provide for me. Every time I ask that question, the supplies came in US dollars. Every time. If he doesn't provide, it means he doesn't want me to go. I will not hitchhike to a meeting. No, that's not the will. Are you with me? Because I went to another one. They said, become. I got there 20K. They said, okay, when you are leaving. I did the meeting. I finished. They took me to the park. I said, oh, because I'm in a hurry, can I get one vehicle? They said they have prepared the vehicle. So they got a vehicle for me. They now whispered to me that, there's something wrong with our phone. They don't do that phone thing to you too now. We'll soon get it to you. They'll do transfer. So my to and fro transport plus the honorarium was 50K. It means the honorarium was 10K. They sent it. They didn't talk. So me, I was looking for where 50K came from. After a long while, they asked, did you see what we? I said, okay. The temptation is to begin to make choices, to create a Google sheet and write range honorarium 400K to 4 million. If it doesn't fall there, you're out. Because I saw a man who flew from Gombe to Abuja, his own money, and flew from Abuja to Lagos, his own money, and fueled the whole vehicle and came to the express to minister in a church, and went back the same way to Gombe, and they gave him honorarium of 10K, and the 10K was in a used envelope. I saw the envelope. They used biro to clean what they had put on it, and now they wrote Apostle Arome Osai, and he did not complain. And I've seen what Jesus has done to reward him. There are realms that only consecrated men will come to.